Well, it's Saturday, and you know what that means. It's time to jam. And this is Jiao Shi, so welcome to Jammin with Jiao Shi. And we are continuing talking about these 24 solar cycles, and we are still into Qingming, and we are feeling the clear and bright, feeling clear, and outside it is nice and bright, especially here in Florida. We've been having some great weather as of late, and we've been moving steadily, experiencing through our solar cycle phase. So, how are you feeling around the country? So as we move into the last stages of the Qingming, and we have the clear and bright up until April 18th, we now can start to welcome in the rains, 谷雨. And 谷雨 is the grain rain, the time frame from April 19th to May 4th. And as we see, as it moves through from one solar cycle to the next, we start experiencing different aspects of the energy. So when we go from Qingming to 谷雨, we now have the final stage or the final solar cycle of spring. And that final solar cycle brings in the rains. So, from the beginning of Chinese New Year till now, we've been experiencing a lot of different changes in the spring season through the different phases of the solar cycles. So, as we're experiencing these things, what have you been feeling? Have you been feeling the change in temperature, the change in humidity, how your pores and your body have been responding slowly but surely day by day? You're feeling a little bit more loose, or feel a little bit more warm, blood circulation's better, a lot of different things are better. So then now, if you are different types of constitution, you may feel that things are slowing down. All of these things are normal to let you know that you're into these different seasons. So as we start to experience the different temperatures or the highs, we can see that we went from 87, and today we're going to experience the 80s in Orlando, and in Montreal, where it's obviously the northern hemisphere, it's going to be colder, which is at 41. But that's great. That's warm for that area. And in places like Abu Dhabi and in Shanghai, we now are experiencing different types of weather. So Abu Dhabi, we have anywhere from 81 all the way up to 91, 80, 88, and 85. And the body is now warming up there, and we're experiencing great types of warm weather. Can you tell I like warm weather? So then now you see that as you get those highs, we also can experience some lows at night, anywhere from 67 to tonight in Orlando is expected to be 57. So that's a little chilly for Orlando. And but in Abu Dhabi, we have anywhere from 71 from a few weeks ago to tonight, it's going to be a cool 76. But Montreal is still in the 40s tonight. So, what does that do to your body? What are you feeling in your body? Get in touch with your body and feel what you're feeling so that your body can now communicate with you in such a way that you have that discovery of self. Remember, we're on a path of self-discovery. And look at where we are. We're in the northern latitudes that pass through 29 degrees to 31 degrees here in Florida, or if we're in the closer to the other northern latitudes where we are closer to the 35-degree northern latitude or the 45th degree northern latitude, we're in the northern part of the United States. So then now, as we see wherever we are on the planet, as you're in those latitudes, what are you experiencing temperature-wise? What are you experiencing body-wise? As we begin to understand what's happening to us, we can see why our bodies are experiencing different types of circulation changes, different types of body changes. We can see what's going on and then make some adaptation to it. As we make the adaptation to it and we complement the solar cycle with our movements, with our diet, with our attitude, we can appreciate each of the changes as we move through it. So then now, where are we? We are now going from the fifth stage of the solar cycle, the fifth cycle, into the sixth stage and moving steadily toward summer. So we're about to finish spring, starting the last solar cycle, and we're in April 19th of this year, and we can start to experience different aspects of the warmth getting warmer. And then as we get into summer, it's going to get a little hot in the northern hemisphere. So as we're experiencing this, then now we can take a look and see what we can do for our nutritional adjustment so that the body can be signaled, hey, we're in the solar cycle. You're feeling your pores open. You're feeling your joints change. You're feeling your connective tissue change. Now we complement that with something in our diet so that the energies begin to harmonize and match for what we're doing and where we're going. So then now with our yin yang nutritional aspect, we can, if we are a yang body type, we can add some mango to our diet. And if we are a yin body type, we can add blueberries. So mango and blueberries it is. So then now if we take a look and we move into what mangoes can afford us, what they can do for us if we're a yang body type, they can start to do things with what? Producing body fluids and preparing us for the warm season to come. And as it's producing body fluids, it's changing not just our internal production of fluids, but also what those fluids do. They will hydrate certain areas like our throat, like our lungs, and that's where, if you have dryness that is left over from any type of period that you're going through, it can stop your cough, stop your thirst, and that hydration can regulate the pH of the stomach that will help stop any type of indigestion, which means that it strengthens the function of the stomach. So as you see, it can actually move into different aspects of your body and help your body help itself. Now, if the stomach is now moving downward and moving through different aspects of its particular function, that's why it can also help and stop vomiting, because vomiting is a what? Adverse effect of the stomach function. It's going up instead of going down. So then now, with those fluids being produced and regulating the pH, it will regulate that sensation wanting to go up. So then now we move things down. So if everything's moving down and we have that excess fluid now going into our system, then now any type of toxins that want to come out will start to alleviate and remove those toxins. And so it will actually help cause and promote the body's ability to flow easier, meaning promote urination. So, as we see, mangoes have a lot to do with the fluid metabolism and moving things through the body from a fluid standpoint. So, then now when we go to the yin body types, what do we see here with the yin? We now can use blueberries, and one of my favorites. So then now with blueberries, we see here that it says tonify the liver and the kidneys. And look at those round blueberries. They look like what? Round eyeballs. So one of the things that we also learn in Chinese medicine school that if you want to deal with any type of visionary problems, especially at night, see that midnight blue of the blueberries? Then this can be attributed to helping the night vision. So we say in Chinese medicine that the liver opens to the eyes. So as you're opening to the eyes and you're putting some blueberries in, then this will actually help facilitate the midnight blue color to harmonize with that midnight blue sky. This is why it can help you with your night vision. So with the liver and the kidneys, now you have that ability. So when now we're also promoting the kidney function, which we say is Jing in the Chinese understanding, the Chinese concept. So Jing can translate as essence. So as we're eating our blueberries, that will help you draw in, and astringe help bring in that essence so that it's not leaking out. So astringing essence also does what? Astringens anything that's leaking out. That's the urination. So if you urinate too much, then your energy will also flow down and flow out, and that can use you can lose any types of vital nutrients that your body is producing for you, that if you overuse it, you urinating too much. So now look at that last one we talked about with the first one. Brightens the eyes. That's what it's talking about, giving the body the ability to now what? Utilize those blueberry energies, transform it into function, and those functions helps the eyes. And as we help the eyes and move the body into a new place of the solar cycles, we now have both the mango and the blueberry to help us facilitate the transition of the final solar cycle of the season. So that is great information that we can use to transmit to our bodies and help our bodies harmonize with that final solar cycle. So now we're getting into the final phase, and let's see if we have any questions today. So it looks like we don't have any questions for today. So everybody remember, we have the ability to change our fundamental structure by understanding something about ourselves, whether we're a yang type or a yin type, and supporting that function by your path of self-discovery. I'm Jiao Shi, and I will see you next time.